Hello everyone, Mike with Newfound Past. I have 25 items that sold on eBay. These are from early to mid-June. June was an exceptionally slow month, as it usually is. If you've done this year after year, June is pretty darn slow. But I have 25 items that did sell. Jump right in. First we have this Nike Air Jordan sleeveless hoodie. Picked this up for just I think $3.50 or $4, and it sold fairly quickly for $34.99 plus $7.25 shipping. The Air Jordan stuff tends to do pretty well. You know, just Nike stuff does okay. Air Jordan stuff does a little bit better. So yeah, keep an eye out. This is in really good condition, size large. Yeah, so over $40 all in on that. It was a really good sell. Next we have this Conair Quick Wrap hair styling kit. This is brand new, sealed, kind of a vintagey hair curling thing, kind of a gimmicky thing. But I picked this up for just a couple dollars, and it sold for $30 plus $5.50 first class shipping. So we got in under the pound mark. But yeah, if you watch my haul videos and stuff, you know I like the new and packaged stuff. And this being only a couple dollars combined with it being a little bit older and new in the package, yeah, went for it and sold fairly quickly. I was going to see if there was a year on this that yeah, look at that, 2002. It's pretty sad that now 2002 stuff is considered vintage, right? But it is, you know, that's 16 years ago already, so yeah. Next we have another cigar ashtray. Yeah, watch my haul videos and my sold videos, all the other ones, you know that I love cigar ashtray. Ashtrays in general okay, but cigar ashtrays are, you know, exceptional and good sellers. This one is a amber glass 4-slot cigar ashtray. What makes the difference between a regular ashtray and a cigar ashtray is the cigar ashtray will have a bigger slot to set the cigar, and that's really it. Picked this up for, you know, $1 or so, $1.50, and sold for $14.06 plus $7.25 shipping. A little bit lower price on this one because this isn't a real big one. It's only a 6-inch 4-slot one. You get bigger ones, more slots and stuff, they can go for, you know, big money, 40-50 bucks. I've sold some before. Next we have this Michael Graves design mail organizer with 3 key hooks. Michael Graves is a brand to look out for. He designed a line for Target. I know Target's not that high end, but people like this guy's designs. I've sold quite a bit of his stuff, including telephones, wired telephones and stuff, and had this little organizer. I'll show you the back here. Yeah, there's his little signature. You can barely make it out, but that says Graves. So yeah, picked that up for just, you know, again, $1 or $2, and sold pretty quickly for 15 bucks plus $7.25 shipping. I have a couple of these. I have another one on down the line. I've talked about Rolodex stuff before. Most of the time, this stuff is worth picking up if you find it. The vintage Rolodex, and these are transparent card protectors, but even the brand new cards or even the complete file system are worth picking up if you see them. You know, like this, I only gave like 50 cents for. And I picked up like 4 of them at the same time. Yeah, then look at that, what they sold for. Yeah, look at that right there. 0 available, 4 sold. I sold all 4 of these, paid $2 for all of them, $16.79 each. Awesome, right? So over $20 for a 50 pack of card covers for a dated system. But people still use it or they wouldn't buy it, right? Like I said, there's another one on down the line. I'd listed this as new other because, you know, the package was sealed, but it was significantly shelf worn. People may ask, what does shelf worn mean? Well, the package just is beat to death. You know, it's been on the shelf for so long and been transported and stored and shuffled around that it's just, yeah, look at that, just beaten to death. Dirty. So just call it shelf worn. Well, this was a cool little mug. This Sequoia Kings Canyon National Park mug. I've covered national parks. These mugs do really well, especially the vintage ones. This one was exceptionally cool. It was like this wasn't an applique mug. It was almost like it was textured. You could feel like those trees, and there's little ridges, and it was like a textured mug. Really neat. Like new, no spoon stir marks. Not marked otherwise, but yeah, just like new. I listed as used because there's no stickers or anything, but it was just like new. $16.28 plus $7.25 shipping, so almost $24, or yeah, almost $24 for a mug that we gave, anywhere from 50 cents to $1 for. Another package of these Cleveland Skyline socks. I've had these in my another one of my sold videos. I picked these up at an auction for $1 a pair. I had like 15 of them total, and they've slowly but surely sold for anywhere from $7 to $8 per pair plus $3.75 shipping. Next we have this gun, this Pusheen cat. This is brand new in the box. We got this at a garage sale for $1. I remember my wife picking this up, and like I said, brand new in the box. Still with the sticker on the mug. Just, took it out and checked it all over, and it was brand new. Like I said, I gave $1 for it, and it sold for $23.24 plus $7.90 shipping. So what is that? About 31 bucks, a little over $31 all in for a coffee mug that we gave $1 for. That's why I love doing coffee mugs. I've had, people message me saying they're just too big of a hassle. They're not. They're, if you know what you're looking for, make sure there's no chips or cracks. Run your fingernail across the edges and run your finger around the rim. Make sure there's no flea bites. Yeah, these are definitely worth picking up. I love coffee mugs, and they do sell, slowly but consistently. This one actually sold very quickly. I listed this one, and it sold, I think, within a day. Another one of the Rolodex things, $16.79, $4.80 shipping. Okay, we have the set of Paul Milan hot rollers. These were brand new in the box. I picked these up for, pretty sure I paid $4 or $5 for these at my local thrift store. But at the thrift store, I opened up the box, took them out, made sure they were new, and they were. Had the pins with them. Kind of an older style. I think now they're selling these where you don't have to have separate pins, but I'm not sure. I don't really have much hair left. Not that I use these anyway, but my wife knows about this stuff, and she said these were pretty good. And of course, I comped them out, and these sold for $23 plus $9.85 shipping. This was in one of my haul videos. I talked about how holiday stuff, Christmas, Halloween, sells year round, and this was in a haul video within the past month and a half, and I picked this up for 50 cents or $1. And as soon as I listed this thing, a day or two later, it was sold. $15.35 plus $7.95 shipping in June. A jack-o'-lantern bucket in June. So you can sell this stuff all year long. You just have to find the right thing. This one, it was a vintage one. Even the new ones they're making kind of look like vintagey, but you can tell the vintage ones if you look at the bottom. Made in USA in Norfolk, Virginia. And the faces look a little bit different, but it's just experience. You just have to see a new one versus an old one. And next we have this welding jacket. I picked this up. I remember when I picked this up at my local thrift store, paid $4 for this, and then I listed this new other. It didn't have the tags, but it was brand new. A welding jacket, you can tell if it's been used because it would have little burn marks and sparks on the sleeves. If you've welded before, you get it. Sparks fly everywhere. Done a little bit of welding in my day, not in a while, but in the past. This was assembled as a Tillman, assembled in Mexico, size large. The long sleeve leather sleeves, protect your arms. Yeah, brand new. So listen to new other because no tags. Sold for $35 plus $8.50 shipping. Took a few months to sell, but that's okay. My Marine Corps Marathon shirts. I've had a bunch of these in my haul videos. I've talked about them. It's a good little local thing we get because the Marine Corps Marathon's held right here in Washington, D.C. We live right by Quantico, and yeah, and me and my wife both being veteran Marines, we dig it. This was a competitor shirt. They have a volunteer shirt line and a competitor shirt line. The competitor shirts sell much better than the volunteer shirts. Picked this one up for just $1 or $2, and it sold for $20 plus $5.50 first class shipping. It's in really good condition. It's from 2013, size medium. Pretty cool design. The People's Marathon, yeah, really cool. Yeah, so pick those up when you see them. Next we have this rugby shirt. This is a Columbia knit. This was also on a haul video. Picked this up for I think $3.50 or so, $3.50. And the funny thing is, the person that bought this, I didn't know this at the time till they left feedback. They left positive feedback for me. And this is a vintage, made in USA, Portland, Oregon rugby gear. They bought this for a Halloween costume. This is their Gilligan shirt, they told me. So I thought that was pretty cool. But they paid $22.99 plus $7.90 shipping, so over $30. Yeah, nice little sale. Have this lot of 11 women's skirts. I lotted these up because there was no like super good name brands in them. These were skirts my wife was done with. She had worn them for her job or work. There's some good brands in there, but individually they just weren't going to sell that well. Brooks Brothers, I think there's some Ann Taylor Loft in here, and some new with tag stuff even. But I just lotted them all up because individually they just weren't really worth selling. So it was either lot them up and try to sell them myself or donate them. So I lotted them up, and they took a while to sell. You can tell the green background, the bad picture. They sold for $20 plus $11.90 shipping, so $20, minus fees in our pocket versus $0. It was a pretty good deal. All right, do you guys remember this from my haul video? We got this at our normal half-price thrift store. I think we paid $7.50 for this, $7.50 or $10 for this, and this sold super quick. Like the day after I listed it for $100 plus $10.40 shipping. This Texaco Press Steel Buddy L vintage toy truck is in pretty good condition. Yeah, got it listed up fairly quickly, and it sold super fast. Had a little bit of cracking in the stickers on one side, but I noted it. I should have rotated that picture. It slipped past me. But yeah, I love those quick sales, especially when it's for $100. Next we have this North Carolina Tar Heels wall clock. This is a brand new, a little bit vintage. Paid $1 or $2 for this, not much at all. I'm pretty sure I got this at an auction. Can't remember exactly. Maybe it was a thrift store. I just can't remember exactly. But only for a couple bucks. And it sold after a couple months for $24.99 plus $7.90 shipping. Nice. Alright, our Gunberry, we got this. This is in just a haul video from just a one or two haul videos ago. Paid just a couple bucks for this guy. It's brand new with the tags. I listed it and it sold the same day. And the lady was just stoked to get it. This big 20-inch Gunberry. Yeah, gotta get gun. Brand new with the tags. Had a little vintage on him. There's the tag on the bear itself. Yeah, just really good condition, brand new. And what I was back in the kids section looking at board games at my thrift store because they put the board games in the kids stuff, which I wish they didn't do. And this guy was just sitting on the top shelf. I'm like, oh, it's a Gunberry. I'll go ahead and take that for a couple bucks. No comps when I listed this guy, so I thought I shot high, but it sold instantly for $50 plus $7.25 shipping. So that was just awesome. Next, we have part of my auction experiment. A couple months ago, back in June, obviously, I took 10 items that kind of have been around a while and converted them to auction just to see, starting at 99 cents, just to see if they would do anything. It was a big, giant failure. 8 out of the 10 didn't sell. The 2 that did sell were just, one of them didn't pay. So I had to file non-paying bidder and go through that process. And the one that did pay was this uh, nursery monitor for 99 cents plus $7.90 shipping. So I went in the hole on this one, but you know, I did it. So I sent it out to them. They left positive feedback and were happy. And now I know to not do auctions at all, ever. Some people love them. I just do not like auctions. I'll stick with my buy it now. Next we have this Beatles Trivial Pursuit game from 2009. This was brand new in the package. You got this at a charity thrift shop for $5. I believe this was in a haul video. And it sold in fairly quickly, within a month, for $30 plus $9.85 shipping, so almost 40 bucks all in. Next we have this Sony Dream Machine. I've talked about these. A lot of people bag on them, but they do sell. I pick these up quite frequently. Check your model every time though, because some models will sell well, like this one, and some don't sell so well. Make sure they're in good condition, make sure they work, everything works, the CD player works. But yeah, look out for them, but be careful as well. So yeah, I picked this one up for just, I think, 3 or 4 bucks. And it sold really quickly for $30 plus $10.40 shipping. So again, over $40 all in. Something I just gave a few dollars for. This one I posted a test video on YouTube, like I do with most of my electronics as well. And if you guys want to know a little bit more about those test videos, go and look at them. There's a website that I linked in one of the comments of one of the test videos of where you can convert your videos and how to paste the HTML into your eBay listing. Or if you just want to know more about it, maybe I'll do a video on it. Just let me know. This vintage Nokia brick phone. That was one of my first phones, was an old Nokia brick phone back in the day. This is a battery, brand new battery. Who knows if this thing works properly or if it's toast, but the guy left positive feedback, and I guess it worked fine. Because with old batteries, you just never can tell. Sometimes they'll be fine, sometimes they won't. I listed this as new other because I want to explain, this is new in its original package. Please take into account that this is an old battery, and went on with that. Because like I said, you just never can tell with these old batteries, but it was brand new. Picked this up for just $1 or $2 again, and this sold for $17.99 plus $4.80 shipping. Next we have this pack of 50 IBM 3.5-inch floppy disks. This was in one of my haul videos as well. Picked this up for, I think, $3 or so, somewhere around there. And it sold really quickly for $30 plus $7.90 shipping. People love this sealed in the package, old technology stuff. I'm guessing, I know there's commercial applications out there that still use these floppy disks. They have the old systems that are basically, they're not irreplaceable, but to replace them would be very expensive. So they just keep using the old systems because they work. So there's still a need for this stuff out there. Next we have this is a cool story, this Milovac digital flip clock, and this thing worked. I tested it, made a little bit of a noise, the radio worked, I noted everything in the condition notes. Picked this up for just a few dollars, $3.50 or so. This sold for $55 plus shipping. Universal Studios bought this clock. Like I've said in other videos that I sell to prop studios all the time. I've sold to retailers. I've sold to REI. And yeah, Universal Studios bought this. So I don't know what they're putting it in. They never tell me, but they always are in a hurry. So this had to go out FedEx, next day air. And they paid for it. they paid for this expedited shipping. It was like over $100 for overnight, coast to coast for this thing, but they paid it because when they're in a hurry and they need something, they need it. So yeah. And the last thing of the 25 items is this Le Creuset stoneware petite garlic casserole. This was sold Williams Sonoma brand, but it is Le Creuset. Picked this up for just $2 or $3, and it was brand new with the sticker. If you don't know about Le Creuset, they make enameled cast iron cookware, but they also have accessories and stuff like this item. Like I said, just picked this up for just a few dollars. We had it for a few months, but it sold for $24.99 plus $7.90 shipping. So the guys, that is 25 items that sold on eBay. Like I said, June was slow. July has been awesome. Things have picked right back up, and going into August, hopefully it stays the same. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment. I'll respond. Heading out this weekend for another big thrifting run on Sunday. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday for a haul video. Have a great weekend.